Hello students, welcome back to a new video of Sunanda's tutorial. Good morning to all of you. So today in this class we will discuss about the leaf phyllotaxy and different types of leaf modifications. It is present in your morphology topic which is present in your SSB botany syllabus. So let's start. At first, it is the definition of leaf. What is leaf? Leaf is green, exogenous, lateral, flattened outgrowth which is born on the node of the stem. Suppose it is a stem, it have node and internode. It is node and this is internode. From this node, the leaf is originated. And it is a specialized structure to perform the process of photosynthesis. Then typically it is a thin expanded green structure and bear bud in its axil. Then green color of leaf due to presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll pigment is present in the leaf so that it is able to perform the photosynthesis. Then leaves are arranged in acropetal order. The oldest leaf present below at the base and the newly formed leaf are present on the axial or terminal part of the stem. They develop as lateral outgrowth from shoot apical meristem. They are important vegetative organ which are specialized for photosynthesis, and all the green leaves which are present in a plant collectively called as foliage. So it is all about a general discussion about leaf. Then parts of leaf. A leaf consists of three parts. One is leaf base, then petiole, then lamina. Suppose it is a stem, it is the leaf base, it is petiole, and it is the lamina. Lamina or epipodium or leaf blade. It is the terminal thin green and conspicuous part of the leaf which perform the process of photosynthesis, because it have many mesophyll cells, and inside that mesophyll cell abundant amount of chloroplast is present, and inside that chloroplast chlorophyll pigments are found, and that chlorophyll pigments actually helps in the process of photosynthesis. The flattened lamina or leaf blade is supported by veins and veinlets which contain vascular tissues for conduction of water and mineral salt and prepare food. So this is your blade part or epipodium or lamina. These are veins and veinlets which helps in the conduction of water, mineral salts and prepared foods. Then there are two surfaces of a leaf. One is adaxial surface, one is abaxial surface. Suppose it is a leaf, the lower portion is called abaxial surface and the upper portion called adaxial surface. Always remember back means abaxial. Then two surfaces are quite distinct in dorsoventral leaf which is present in your dicot plant. It is a leaf of dicot plant. This type of leaf is found in dicot plant and called dorsiventral leaf, where the dorsal as well as ventral sides are prominent, and this is called dorsiventral leaf, which is mainly found in your dicot leaf. Then this is the isobilateral leaf showing parallel venation is found in monocot leaf. Okay. In case of monocot leaf, the dorsal and ventral surface are not distinct. So it is called isobilateral leaf which is present in your monocot plants. Okay. Next, the blade has usually a prominent rib running up to the tip called midrib. So it is your midrib. Midrib has many branch and sub branches distributed in the lamina called veins. Veins really form the skeleton of the leaf. which supports the leaf, on which softer material remains inserted, and they are channels the conduction of water and food. The outer edge of leaf forms the margin. Outer edge of the leaf forms the margin, leaf margin, and the extreme tip called apex, leaf apex, extreme tip called leaf apex. Then petiole, it is the petiole part. It is the petiole part. Suppose it is a leaf, it is the petiole part or mesopodium. The leaf with petiole called petiolate and without petiole called sessile, if the petiole is altogether absent. So then the leaf base, which is called the hypopodium, it is the lowermost part of the leaf by which leaf is joined to the node of the stem. It protects the young axillary bud from where the leaf will be originated. Then leaf base is most often distinguishable from the petiole. In many legumes or leguminous plant, it is solen. The solen leaf base is called pulvinous. So it is mango leaf. It is the base which is solen, called pulvinous. It is responsible for sleep and shock movement in certain plants. For example, in Mimosa pudica, here you can easily observe that the leaf base is solen. It is the plant of Mimosa pudica, touch me not plant, and there the leaf base is solen and called pulvinous. Leaf base may be broadened to enclose the stem, where it is called the sheathing leaf base. Sheathing leaf base is present in your banana. Then the sheathing leaf base may be amplexical, which completely enclose the stem, present in grass and wheat, and semi-amplexical, where it encloses the stem partially, which is present in buttercup. Leaf base often contains two small outgrowth called stipule. Sometimes, suppose it is a leaf, it is the petiole, it is the stem, it contains an outgrowth called stipule, where the stipule is present called stipulate, and where the stipule is absent called exstipulate. Then in grasses, the outgrowth is present between leaf base and lamina, where it is called a ligule. So here it is the structure of ligule, and the leaf with ligule called ligulate, the leaf with ligulate called ligule called ligulate. Then what is phyllotaxy? It is the arrangement of leaves around the stem. So there are different categories of leaf arrangement. One is alternate type, where only one leaf develops at each node. Suppose it is a stem, these are nodes, one leaf, second leaf, third leaf. So this type of arrangement is called alternate, where only one leaf is originated at each node. And this type of alternate arrangement of leaf can be of following type. One is disticus, where the third leaf comes over the first one. That means, suppose it is the first leaf, one leaf is here, second leaf is here, third leaf is again here over the first one. So this type of arrangement is called disticus, where the third leaf comes over the first one. It is present in your grasses. Then tristicus or 1/3 arrangement, where the fourth leaf comes over the first one. That means, suppose it is the stem, this is the first leaf, then second, third, and this is the fourth one. Here the fourth leaf comes over the first one. Then pentasticus is there, where the sixth leaves come over the first one. photostachys is there, where the ninth leaf comes over the first after completing 3 revolution of spiral. So all these are arrangement of leaf in alternate manner. Then opposite, when a pair of leaf is present just opposite to each other at each node, as present in Calotropis. Suppose it is the stem. It is of two type. One is opposite decussate and one is opposite superimposed. In case of opposite decussate, suppose one pair of leaf is present in a node in east and west direction. On its upper node, two leaves are present in north and south direction, as here is seen in this diagram. One leaf is present in this direction, two pair of leaf is present in this direction and one pair in this direction. So it is opposite decussate. But in case of opposite superimposed, all the leaves are found or arranged in 2D pattern. Suppose one leaf is here, second leaf is here. In node, in the next node, one leaf is here, second leaf is just opposite to that, in 2D plane, in same plane. These are found in combretum as well as in your guava plant. Next, hold arrangement or spiral arrangement. In this type of arrangement, the leaves are arranged in a spiral manner on the stem, present in hydrilla, verticillata, nerium. Then what is venation? Venation means the arrangement of these veins or veinlets on the leaf lamina is called venation. It is of two type. One is reticulate, where the veinlets are arranged in a net-like manner, and parallel venation, which is present in monocot leaf, where the vein and veinlets are arranged parallelly. Okay. Then first of all, what is reticulate venation? Where the veinlets form a network in the lamina. It is characteristic of most of the dicot leaf except Calophyllum. Calophyllum lack reticulate venation. Some monocot also have reticulate venation, where as seen in case of Colocasia, Dioscorea, Smilax. These plants are monocot, but they show reticulate venation. On the basis of number of midrib, the reticulate venation is of two type. One is pinnate or unicostate reticulate venation. Second one is palmate or multicostate reticulate venation. So first one is pinnate unicostate reticulate venation. So in case of pinnate or unicostate reticulate venation, lamina has a single prominent midrib running from base to the apex. Lateral vein and veinlet arise on both sides of midrib forming reticulum or net-like structure. It is present in China rose as well as mango, pipal. These plants have reticulate venation. Then palmate or multicostate reticulate venation. In this type, lamina has more than one equally prominent midrib. Suppose it is the leaf lamina. It have many parallelly arranged veins or midrib. It is of two type. One is convergent type. This is the convergent type, when all midrib diverge out from leaf base, again converge towards the apex. Here it is diverge but again converge in the leaf apex. This type of leaf is present in Smilax, Gigipus, Cinnamomum. Then divergent type, when all midrib ribs diverge out from the leaf base and do not converge towards the apex. Here it is diverge out but not again converge in the apex. So in case of palmate or multicostate reticulate venation, they are of two types. One is convergent type, one is divergent type. Convergent type, where the midribs, all midribs, they have many prominent midribs. All midribs diverge out from the base and again converges towards the apex. Then in divergent type, all the midribs diverge out from the leaf base and do not converge towards the apex. They diverge out from the base and do not converge towards the apex. So these are the structure of unicostate venation, then multicostate convergent, divergent reticulate venation, then parallel venation. We have discussed about the reticulate venation. Now we will discuss about the parallel venation. So in case of parallel venation, veins arising from the midrib tend to run parallel to each other. Then it is also of two types. One is pinnate or unicostate parallel venation, then palmate or multicostate parallel venation. So in case of pinnate or unicostate parallel venation, it is of two types. One is convergent type, one is divergent type. In this type, all midveins run parallel to each other from base to lamina and converge at the apex. Then divergent type, when main vein arises from its tip of petiole and proceed towards the margin of leaf bed in more or less parallel manner in a fan palm such as Palmyra palm. So it is your unicostate parallel venation. It is multicostate convergent type. It is multicostate divergent type. Then simple leaf and compound leaf. Simple leaf, where the leaf may be lobed or divided but not form distinct leaflets. The whole leaf is not divided into any leaflet, but in case of compound leaf, the leaf is separated into many leaflets. This is your compound leaf, where the leaf is divided or separated into many leaflets. It is the compound leaf, it is the simple leaf. Then what is pinnately compound leaf? It is defined as one which have midrib known as rachis bear laterally number of leaflets arranged alternatively or in opposite manner, as in tamarind, gram, gulmohar, rain tree, gum tree, acacia, cassia. Then unipinnate. Unipinnates means when the midrib is pinnately compound leaf directly bears the leaflet, it is said to be unipinnate. In it, the leaflet may be even number called peripinnate or odd in number called imperipinnate. Then bipinnate and tripinnate. What is bipinnate and tripinnate? When compound leaf is twice pinnate, that is midrib produce secondary axis which bear leaflets. It is said to be bipinnate, as in dwarf goldmohar, sigalpinia or gum tree, they have bipinnate leaf. Then tripinnate, when leaf is thricely pinnate, that is the secondary axis produces tertiary axis which bear leaflets. Then one is decompound. When leaf is more than thrice pinnate, it is said to be decompound, which is present in your carrot, coriander and cosmos. So it is unipinnate, where the leaf axis bears many leaflets like this. So it is peripinnate because the terminal position have even number of leaflet, 2 leaflets, so it is peripinnate. But it is imperipinnate because the leaf terminal position contains 3 leaflets, which is odd number, so it is imperipinnate. Next, the C structure is your bipinnate. Bipinnate means the leaf again divided into many leaflets. 2 leaf again divided into leaflets. Then tripinnate, the structure D is tripinnate, where the main leaf is divided into 3 leaflets and they again have many leaflets. Then decompound, where more than 3 pinnate is present. Then palmately compound leaf. The palmately compound leaf is defined as one which has the petiole bears terminally articulated to it a number of leaflets which seem to be radiating from a common point like fingers from the palm, as in seal cotton tree, lupin, gynandropsis. So in this plant, palmately compound leaves are found. So these all are palmately compound leaves, where all the leaves originated from a common point like a palm. We have fingers, but they have originated from a single point from our palm. So in that manner these leaves are arranged, so it is called palmately compound leaves. On the basis of number of leaflets, they are unifoliate, where one leaflet is attached to the base of the lamina. Bifoliate, where two leaves are attached to the apex or petiole. Then trifoliate leaf which is present in your Agel marmelos bale plant, where three leaves are attached to a common point or petiole. Then quadrifoliate, where four leaflets are attached to the petiole, and multifoliate, where more than four leaflets are present on the apex or the petiole. Then modification of leaves. It is I have discussed about different forms of leaves which are present in a plant, but now we will discuss about the modification of leaf. One is storage leaf. This type of leaves store some food material, or generally these are highly thickened or succulent leaves which stores water in water scarcity condition. So these are storage leaves. Then leaf tendrils. Generally in weak stem plant, leaf and part of leaf gets modified into a thread-like structure called tendril. It looks like this, tendrils, which helps in climbing or support. The part of leaf which get modified into tendril are as follows. Sometimes entire leaf is modified into tendril, as seen in case of Lathyrus aphaca or wild pea. Sometimes the upper leaflet modified into tendril, as in Pisum sativum and Lathyrus odoratus, sweet pea. Sometimes terminal of leaflet is modified into tendril, as present in Narbelia. Then sometimes leaf tip is modified into tendril, as in Gloriosa and Pisum sativum. Sometimes petiole is modified into tendril, as in Clematis and Nepenthes. Sometimes stipule is modified into tendril, as seen in case of Smilax. So please remember these points, because it has already been asked in your previous SSB exams about the examples, which type of tendril is present in which type of plant. So these are the structures of different types of tendrils. Then leaf root, where it is found? It is found in Salvinia. The roots arise from the leaf. Out of these two leaves, so in case of Salvinia, three leaves are present at the node. Out of two leaf, out of these two leaves are normal, third gets modified to forming root, okay, which helps in floating over the surface of water. Then some leaf modified to form pitcher plant is your Nepenthes. The morphology of leaf of pitcher plant is that pitcher itself is the modification of your leaf blade, and this type of structure is formed to capture the insect, because Nepenthes is an insectivorous plant. They capture insect to fulfill their nitrogen requirement. Okay, the tendrilar stalk support the picture is the modification of petiole, and the laminated structure, that the leaf base. It is the leaf base, it is the petiole which converted to support the picture. Then it is the picture structure, which is the modified version of your leaf lamina. So here the entire leaf is converted and modified to form the picture. Then leaf bladder, which is present in Utricularia. It bears highly dissected submerged leaf. Some segment of leaf are modified to bladder. The inner wall of bladder is lined by digestive enzymes. Suppose it is the bladder, it is lined by digestive enzymes. The opening of bladder is provided with a valve which opens inward. On the valve on the valve and rim of opening are present long branched bristles. These are the bristles. Minute water animal gets entangled in the bristle. Valve opens inward and animals go in, and valve gets closed. These are digested inside the vessels. So these are their technique to capture other animals. Then in Drosera, the lamina possesses spine-like hair. Each hair has a staining sticky globules at its tip, contains digestive enzyme. They are very sensitive to touch. The moment an insect happens to sit On that lamina, the hair of lamina bends and cover completely, leaving no chance for insect to escape. Because these are insectivorous plants, they will capture the insect for their requirement. The poor insect digested with the help of enzyme present in the shining tip of the hair. The hair returns to their original position after insect has been digested. Then phyllodes. In some species like acacia, Australian acacia, the lamina of leaf is absent, but the petiole is flattened to appear leaf-like, called phyllodes. This flattened petiole is called phyllodes, and they are so developed as to place their surface in vertical plane. Then leaf spines. In Opuntia, these leaf spines are present. The morphological nature of such spines can be pointed out by the presence of bud in their axis. In such cases, the stem becomes green and carry out photosynthesis. In Acacia nilotica and Gygipus, the stipules are modified to form spines. Then scale leaves, they are thin, dry, peppery, stalkless, membranous and brown in color. These are thick, fleshy as found in onion. In Casuarina, asparagus, roscus, the leaves are reduced to scales. Such stem becomes green, flattened and leaf perform the function of leaf. Here the stem becomes green, flattened and perform the function of leaf. So in case of plants where dry leaves and scaly leaves are present, the stem becomes leaf-like and perform the process of photosynthesis. Then function of leaf, they carry out the process of photosynthesis and prepares food for the plant. Then exchange of gases, as they bear many stomata on their epidermis, they help in the gaseous exchange. Then transpiration through their stomata. Then storage of food, many fleshy leaves, for example succulent plants. In aloe vera, they store water. Then onion store also water and food material. So these are some leaves which helps in the storage of food and water. Then sometimes it helps in the vegetative propagation, as in Bryophyllum, Begonia, Kalanchoe. Then protection. Leaves also give necessary protection to axillary bud. The leaves modified into thorns and spines give protection to plants from animal. So it is all about your function of different types of leaves. We have already discussed about the leaf phyllotaxy or different types of arrangement of leaves, then leaf modifications, then function of leaves. I hope you really enjoyed this session and get benefit from it. And generally in SSP exams, these type of questions are frequently asked. So please watch this video very carefully and like my video and share with your other friends so that they will get the benefit. Then subscribe to my channel Sunanda's Tutorial to get important videos like this. Thank you.